Hi, my name is Sean. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what Qigong is and maybe why you should try it, okay? So Qigong is a ancient Chinese tradition, okay? It's reported to be thousands of years old. It has been translated to mean life energy cultivation. Another way to also translate it is just to say energy work. Qi for energy, gong for work, which is also the same word as in kung fu, okay? Which means skillful work, okay? All right, so Qigong was traditionally done to enhance your life, okay? One of my teachers would say, you know, the point of doing these slow meditative movements is not to become a master of it and become a teacher of it, which is good. And, you know, it was to basically make you better at what you were already doing. If you're, you know, a farmer, be a better farmer. If you're a warrior, be a better warrior, be a better scholar, a better student. There's three general phases of Qigong. The first phase is about loosening the body, loosening the joints. You know, we think about a lot of tension, a lot of blockages in the Chinese system. Second phase would be more about leaks, is one way to think about it. But a more modern translation would be more about ergonomics. You know, think about how you're doing any type of work. If you're leaning too far over, you're off balance. You got to use a lot of muscle to basically correct yourself so you don't topple over. So it's about trying to find and be and inhabit in your body in such a way that you're not out of balance, okay? And the third phase is generally about gaining strength, okay? So, but we'll just talk about the first phase a little bit here. So we're just kind of loosen things up. So I'll just show you a couple things to help you loosen up, okay? So, you know, you adopt a good posture here, you know, nice, you know, legs are about shoulder width apart, slight bend in your knees, little pelvic tilt, roll your shoulders back here. Now we're kind of in an empty posture here, okay? So we just kind of get there and breathe a little bit, just feel that, you know, and you can just actually hold this for a minute and just feel your body and just think about how you're just kind of resting, you know, where your feet are, where the pressure of your feet is here, you know, just kind of feeling your bones kind of stack on each other, like you're kind of resting on your skeleton, giving those muscles a break a little bit, trying to find a nice kind of neutral posture here, okay. Okay, now we're gonna do a little swinging at the waist here. So we're just gonna go side to side, side to side. Watch your knees as you do this. Kind of let the movement come from your waist, unless that's painful to do, and then you can let it come more from the arms and the shoulders if it's too painful to have it come from your waist, as I just did there. Okay, just do that a little bit. Just gonna loosen things up, and breathe naturally. Breathe naturally. Okay. And if that's okay, I'm going to let my arms kind of swing up a little bit, so it's going to come up here to the side. Watch those knees as you do this, okay? Just going side to side. One of my teachers, she would call this attaboy. It's like, attaboy, there you go, or attagirl, there you go. And I'm kind of just letting one arm just kind of hit me in the back very gently as I do this, just kind of waking up that low back area. Okay. And you could kind of go and you're just kind of cupping your shoulder here, a little bit more vigorous. Okay. Okay, so we did those. Okay, and you can also pull on your fingers a little bit. I'm just kind of pulling them to loosen them up. Okay, loosening them up, and just breathe naturally as you do this. Nice little warm up for your hands and fingers. Pull the other side. I'm just kind of doing 2 times here. You can do it more than that if you like. I'm also going to let can't see my toes, but I'm wiggling my toes, you know, and if you could also do that to your toes, if your shoes were off and you were comfortable, you're sitting down, you can kind of pull on your toes to loosen them up. I'm just going to kind of work your way up to the wrist here and just kind of loosen them up. And, you know, and it's, as you're doing it, you know, just kind of put your mind's eye into your wrist as you do it here, and turn, and you can just breathe as you're doing it. Okay. And we go to the other wrist, same things. Just warming it up, loosening it up. Okay. You can come up to the elbows now. Do see things, pretend you're cold and just kind of warm yourself up. Or you can kind of favor one arm. One of my teachers, Larry Wong, used to say if you go more downward, that helps loosen up the lower arm, or benefit the lower arm. You go a little more higher, helps the upper arm. And same on the other side. Or you can split the difference, that's fine. When you get to the shoulder, loosen up the shoulder. You're kind of here, and you just kind of brush down. Just kind of brush down a couple times. Or you can alternate. You can stick with one, that's fine. And if you have the strength and flexibility, you can do something like this where your arm's here, and you kind of pull up, and then you let go. Pull up, and you let go. So when you're doing something like this, don't hyperextend your elbow. Control the fall. So you breathe in and let go. Breathe in and let go. Breathe in, let go. I'm going to do the other side. Breathing in and letting go. Breathing in, letting go. And so I'm letting this hand kind of pull on that trapezius muscle here and just relaxing it. Just relaxing it. Okay? And if you, again, have the flexibility to do so, you can actually do the same thing kind of towards the back here, like back through here. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to come here, let it come up a little bit, then let go. Control the fall. Control the fall. I'm going to switch arms. Control the fall. Control the fall. Breathe in if you want to. And let it out. Okay. So I would in this section with a little bit of a slap body here. So, just kind of loosen everything up. We're giving ourselves just a little bit of a body massage here, okay? So we're gonna start at the top and work our way down. So we just kind of go down. And we go down the outside of the arm, kind of like we're cupping here. You could use a closed fist if you wanted to, like this. That's fine, you could do that as well. And, this benefits the muscles here. It kind of gets a little self-massage, improve a little blood flow, a little circulation. But you're activating something called the piezoelectric effect, which is a nice little phenomenon here. I'll explain more as I switch sides here. When you strike at an area with the bone, or when you're walking on the ground, your bone says, "Oh, I'm being used, so I'm gonna grow more bone." Okay, that's called the piezoelectric effect. This relates to bone. Okay, and that's why when you go into space, people, when they sit the astronauts up there, they tend to lose bone and muscle, but they tend to lose bone because there's not enough gravity telling your body, hey, we're using those bones. Okay, so you can basically get to your back here. You can kind of do the same thing where you're just kind of hitting on your back a little bit here. Or you can even bend down as you're doing it. Bend your knees. Okay, then we just kind of get our waist, and we go all around. Go down as far as comfortable, then you come back up. Down. Come back up. And one more time. And then you kind of give your knees a little love. You can hit them with both hands if you want. Keep your balance here. And come up and just kind of hit around your waist, top of your hips. And you can kind of brush down here. And get around the sides. Okay, so that was a quick little intro to what Qigong is and some things you can do it for. This was just for general kind of loosening and relaxing today, and we'll go over some other things in the future.